Hi, this is Saturday the 20th and I'm recording this SPX Outlook video a little bit early because I will have no time really on Monday. I am relocating to Barcelona. So we start with a 4-hour chart with the last bar being just near the close around 4. So we see that the market decided to go for selling near the close, and this is a crazy spike at the open where the market, well, if you look at settlement price for SPX, it was actually 31.61, which is crazy considering that quotation has never been hit. And it's even stranger on the ES future. The June contract showed a last price at 31.96. Really weird. So again, warning or recommendation, always be very careful with settlement if you trade derivatives like me. Overall, this is still the strong resistance level around 31.25. We've had a week of hovering with this line acting effectively as a pivot. This may indicate this is not a major time frame. Maybe look at a lower or higher time frame for more precision here, but it doesn't really matter. The pivot line yellow on this chart is the second strongest support or resistance, and it happens that interpretation between those lines can be a little bit blurred. Doesn't make any much of a difference. So what we are seeing here is that the market tested the first fib, ended even a little lower, but we know that these levels can be penetrated, and it could, unless we have a surprise at the open, we could see a lower fib. Although I don't think at this stage that we're going to have a strong bout of selling. Maybe some further consolidation. However, the chances of the continuation of this trading range is also quite possible. We have a narrowing of this trading range here, as also indicated by the Bollinger Bands. As you can see, this normally calls for expansion. It is likely that expansion would be south, but looking at this indicator here, the energy levels are pretty low, so it could be just hovering around the same price range again. I have also plotted a fib expansion here, and it gives us a 29.83 target. Although it can happen, of course, by midweek, but I think the fall would be cushioned by one of those fibs, 30.25 or 30.50. If we look at a higher time frame, should give us a very, very similar picture. We see these erratic moves, but there was, of course, this last week after FOMC and a mixed bag of economic news, this was obvious that the market would be looking for direction, but the tug of war between bulls and bears is really not over yet. And chances of the market moving higher, although it would not be the best scenario for our options positions, but anyway, we will deal with that. I could even draw an expansion line here from this low, but we will see. Let's just look at this range continuing for a little while. If of course it goes up and breaks the 40-point gap or quantum above 31.25, so 31.65, we will look at, of course, plotting this target here. Lastly, the 1-hour chart for Monday, and this one is looking like aiming a little bit south, not much energy, although picking up, of course, at the close. The lines have shifted down with now 31.25 looking as a stronger resistance, and support now down to 28.10. So the former support is now pivot. It doesn't really change much of the dynamics, but it gives an indication that yes, the market should be looking at finding some equilibrium on a lower fib, as already indicated on higher time frames. It doesn't mean again that the market will not try and stay in the range 30.80 to 31.20, 31.60, always this 40 points quanta or gaps, but I would assume the market will try and aim a bit lower. I will provide a short, quick update on Monday morning, but as I said before, I will have very little time and I will not be available for more than an hour in between flights on Monday. And I will do an update also with a screenshot probably towards the close. Okay, that's it for now. So to sum it up, a little bit of bearish pressure and possible continuation of this tug of war in this range. No major selling is expected, and even a drop to 29.60. Let's look at maybe this pivot now possibly giving us a strong support area with 29.80. So 3,000, 29.85, 29.60 could be the ultimate target for bears, and in the meantime, I would reckon that any fall would be cushion, and there will still be some attempt to go and test 31.25. Have a great weekend and see you a little bit on Monday and later next week. Bye for now.